In the ever-evolving world of 3D printing, manufacturers are racing to develop faster, more accessible, and user-friendly machines. One of the latest to join this competitive space is Anycubic, with its Kobra S1, their first ever CoreXY 3D printer. For those unfamiliar, the CoreXY design allows for significantly faster printing speeds with enhanced precision, features that are in high demand among makers today. But how well does Anycubic's first foray into this architecture hold up? Can it challenge more seasoned rivals like Bambu Labs P1S or even the X1 Carbon? And is it really worth the hype, especially for beginners or hobbyists looking for a capable multicolor printer? Let's break it down in this comprehensive review. Design and build quality: clean, compact, and modern. From the moment you unbox the Anycubic Kobra S1, it's clear this printer was built with simplicity and visual appeal in mind. Sporting a 250 by 250 by 250 millimeter build volume, the machine maintains a very squarish footprint, giving it a tidy appliance-like look that fits nicely into most home workspaces. The sleek rotating touchscreen further complements this aesthetic, offering a modern, intuitive user interface. Despite the printer's minimalistic design, it hides a surprising amount of power under the hood, clearly targeted at newcomers who still want access to semi-professional features. Performance and speed: fast and furious, but controlled. Let's talk speed. One of the primary selling points of the Kobra S1, with max print speeds of up to 600 mm/s and acceleration at 20,000 mm/s core. This printer doesn't mess around. These are speeds you'd expect from high-end machines, not something that costs under $700. While these specs are impressive on paper, in practice, they're not always fully utilized. Nor should they be. High speeds require tuning to prevent print artifacts like ringing or poor adhesion. But the S1 holds its own, producing solid print results at respectable speeds without compromising too much on quality. Temperature capabilities: ready for technical materials. A big win for the Kobra S1 is its 320°C hot end and 120°C heated bed, high enough to handle ABS, ASA, PETG, and other more demanding filaments. This is quite the leap for a printer in this price range, as most budget models top out around 260–280°C. Unfortunately, the default brass nozzle limits you from printing with abrasive materials like carbon fiber or glow-in-the-dark filaments. So while the hot end can handle higher temperatures, you'll need a hardened steel nozzle upgrade for serious material versatility. Ease of use: beginner-friendly with a plug-and-play feel. Anycubic seems to have a clear audience in mind: beginners who don't want to tinker too much. This is not a printer built for modding, hacking, or long hours spent tweaking firmware. Instead, the Kobra S1 behaves more like an appliance. Just plug it in, load your model, and print. Setup is quick, and features like automatic bed leveling, Wi-Fi connectivity, and spaghetti detection make the printing process seamless. Spaghetti detection works well in most cases, although not infallibly. It failed to catch a collapsed support structure in one test, but catches it in several others. Slicer and software: Orca slicer base with a twist. Anycubic's new slicer next is based on the highly regarded Orca slicer, which is a plus in terms of usability and features. However, the implementation isn't perfect. A key drawback is the lack of flushing volume control within the slicer. Instead, flushing volumes, the amount of filament purged during a color change, can only be adjusted on the printer's screen during an active print. This means you can't fine-tune individual color transitions, e.g. black to white versus red to yellow, which could lead to unnecessary filament waste or color bleed. For multicolor printing enthusiasts, this limitation can be frustrating. Orca Slicer itself supports per-color flushing values, but Anycubic's implementation doesn't yet take full advantage of this. Multicolor printing in the Ace Pro unit. A major draw of the Kobra S1 combo is the inclusion of the Ace Pro, Anycubic's multi-material unit that allows for multicolor and multi-filament printing. While it resembles Bambu Labs' AMS, automatic material system, the internal workings are quite different. The Ace Pro uses just two motors, one for selection and one for feeding, controlled via a series of cams. It can handle multiple filaments, loading one at a time in sequence. This more simplified approach works surprisingly well and keeps costs down, although it does come with some quirks. Spool compatibility issue. During testing, a peculiar issue arose with opaque filament spools, particularly in channels 3 and 4. The spools wouldn't retract properly during filament changes, causing backup and occasional tangles. The good news, the printer detected the tangles and paused the print, preventing failures. The bad news, the issue remains somewhat unresolved and could be tied to the rim design or material of certain spools. For most filament brands and spool types though, the Ace Pro performs admirably. Noise levels, quiet operation. Another highlight of the Kobra S1 is its quiet operation. While printing, the machine is barely audible, a feat that's particularly noticeable in home or office environments. If you're recording content or working near the machine, you'll appreciate its hushed demeanor. The Ace Pro, however, can sometimes get noisy, especially when the dryer is active or filament is being rapidly retracted and fed. It's not obnoxious, but it's not as silent as the base printer. Filament dryer, a surprising bonus. What really sets the Ace Pro apart from competitors like the AMS and Creality's CFS is its built-in filament dryer. While it lacks a full hygrometer, the printer display does show the dryer's internal temperature, which can reach up to 45 degrees Celsius, more than sufficient for drying PLA and PETG. For those in humid environments, this feature alone adds significant value. While there's no enclosed container or humidity sensor, community-designed enclosures are already popping up online for users who want to enhance their setup. Print quality, not perfect, but solid. Let's talk results. How do the prints actually look? Across various test models, the Kobra S1 delivered good to excellent results, especially with PLA and ABS. Multicolor models like Benchy, Lions, and Minions printed cleanly, with minimal color bleeding when flushing volumes were set correctly. Some layer inconsistencies were observed on trickier models with fine detail, but overall the results are more than acceptable for a printer in this category. Support structures, however, did require some fine-tuning. The default profiles didn't quite match up with specific filaments like ESUN's, PLA Plus, or generic Eco PLAs. Adjusting extrusion multipliers and support densities improved things quickly. Hot end and maintenance, a mixed bag. The hot end deserves both praise and critique. On one hand, it's easy to swap and capable of 320 Gifsel printing, which is rare at this price. On the other hand, the brass nozzle and older-style grub screw-mounted heating elements feel dated. Because the nozzle is fixed to the block, you'll be swapping out the entire assembly when changing nozzle types, slightly more wasteful and less modular than newer hotends like the Rapido or Rivo systems. Still, the printer handles ABS prints like a champ. No warping, no layer splits, and excellent adhesion on the PEI-coated flexible build plate. Is the Kobra S1 worth it? At the end of the day, the Anycubic Kobra S1 is a compelling package, especially when viewed through the lens of price. Priced at around $6,229 for the combo, including the Ace Pro, this printer undercuts many competitors while still offering most of their functionality. So that's it for today. If you like this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.